How's your leg feeling, Max?
Sweaty. This thing's hot.
I'm going to talk about a song.
Speaking of heat.
Yeah. So our barbecue season in Canada is pretty short, but I guess you guys probably, yours isn't much longer, so it rains all the time. But man, I love to barbecue, and it's one of the things that I actually find really relaxing. I don't do it very often, and I got a wife and kids. They're not tolerant of me disappearing for an entire day more than once or twice a year, but I tell you, sometimes it's great to just get out and smoke some big piece of pork shoulder. It's nothing better. It's not that hard. It takes a long time, but it's great. I was doing that for the three of us. We about 3 years ago, right as the pandemic was ending in Canada, we went to write a whole album of music. We have albums for sale right outside this door. And we wrote all the music for this record, and we basically wrote the bulk of it in one 7-day stretch up at a cabin about 3 hours north of Toronto. And wow, that was ominous sounding. We were writing music. I'll stretch the story out a little bit if it's so. Okay, good. Don't worry, it gets good. So we were writing music, and they were writing music, and I was smoking barbecue, smoking pork shoulder. And then I'd come inside and work on their songs, then I'd go back out and dream about writing a song and smoke some pork shoulder, go back in, work on their songs, go back outside, and then eventually I realized I had a really bad writer's block, and I was covering it by barbecuing pork shoulder. So then I started to panic, because I thought, well, we don't have that much time up here, I gotta come up with something good. So what I did was, I remember what a friend of mine told me. He said, if you're ever completely at a loss for what to write, just look inside yourself, find the simplest true thing that you can write about, and then do it. So I did. I looked inside. I took a journey within, as they say, and I started kind of peering around in my own soul for a little while. Just sort of seeing what was there. What was that in the shadows? What's that over there? And it's sort of interesting. Totally metaphorically speaking. And then I saw this big pit right in the middle of my soul. It was like a Mariana Trench. I was like, man, there's got to be something good down there. So I started kind of swimming down into the Mariana Trench of my soul, metaphorically speaking. And I saw, at a certain point, I was like, there's two eyes staring right back at me. So I was like, this is going to be good. So I got closer and closer, and you know what I saw? I saw a big piece of pork shoulder staring back at me, folks. And I'm so proud of myself. I can't tell you the pride with which this fills me, to be able to sing this song about barbecuing pork shoulder for you right now that I wrote. Okay, hold on though. No, check it out. This is, if you've ever wanted to smoke pork shoulder and you haven't done it yet, this is not only a song about pork shoulder, it's a recipe song, folks, in 4 verses. I'm going to outline to you how you can smoke something in your smoker. A piece of pork shoulder, and if you follow the instructions to a T, then you may produce something that comes out of your smoker looking like a piece of blackened meteorite. I will not lie to you. But once you cut it open or tear it apart, whatever it is, it's very good. It's like pink and very delectable and moist, and you'll like it. Trust me, it's very good. It's hard to ruin pork shoulder. Got me an 8-pound pork shoulder today. And a cheap cut of meat'll smoke best is what they say. Hit it with a rub, overnight it in the fridge. You could leave it on the counter too. I can't wait to get low, slow smoking in my barbecue. For the rub, a tablespoon of sugar and pepper to start. Well, 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, cumin, garlic, and salt. And then a teaspoon of dried chili powder, the hardest one that you can stand. I can't wait to get cooking on my pork shoulder smoking, man. When I get cooking on my pork shoulder smoking. 225. Smoking 6 hours at a temperature of 225. Then 6 more hours wrapped in butcher paper with the heat back a notch or two. I can't wait to get smoking and I'd love to get cool.